So you can see the hull is wet right now, so it's got, it might appear a little more shiny than what you normally expect it to be. But it is actually quite shiny. I don't know if you can see the camera in it or not, but you can see the trees in behind me, so it's in good shape. There's a few little blemishes in the pinstriping. That's not in the gel coat, it's just, you could replace that if you really wanted to, but down the rest of the hull, the hull itself is actually very, very good. There's a window for the bedroom. There's a little bit more. Try to step back so you can see the rest of the front of the trailer. And there's a couple of batteries. The batteries do need to be replaced before you did anything serious. And the rear tire on the port side, the stem in the tire is loose and it will leak. I can take that to Walmart and get them to replace that. That's not a big deal. So you can see the rest of the hull. It's very clean, very smooth. Not sure what to tell you. The trailer itself, I love the trailer. It's very easy to get the boat onto because of the bunk itself. So you just need to get it sort of close, and then you can give it a little bit of power, and the boat will just climb right up on top of the trailer for you. There's one of the trim tabs. This side's working perfectly. As I said on the phone, the port side, this one here, will go down with the switch at the steering wheel, but for some reason it doesn't come up with the switch. It's not a big deal, so hopefully it's just the switch itself, because obviously I got it back up just by jumpering it. You can see that there is a speed, actually that's a sonar indicator. I didn't advertise that, and I wasn't really expecting to give that away with a boat. But if you really want it, it comes with the GPS and all that stuff. We can talk about that as well. There's the exhaust, the prop. If you look at it really closely, you can see that there are some blemishes at the tips of the prop, but it's nothing that I would ever consider worrying about. Not sure if you can see that or not, but it's got, yeah, you can see a little bit of a bend in the prop there, but the prop is fine. If you want a perfect prop, I think you can get a replacement like this one online for about 500 bucks. The outdrive itself, you can see it's in very good condition. There's no scratches or anything on the drive. It was rebuilt last summer, and it's got about 3 hours on it, so it should be in really good shape. And of course, it's got silent choice exhaust. And if we come around here, the rest of the look of the trailer, it's got a little bit of dirt sitting on it right now. And the rest of the hull, I'll try to give you a view of the hull. There's the gas tank. So you can see it's pretty shiny. The water that's sitting on it, it bubbles up pretty nicely. It's got some wax on it. And there's the front of the trailer and the front of the boat. As I go through it, I'm trying to think if there's anything that I need to tell you about the boat. I haven't actually tested the lights, so I don't know if all the lights are working according to the spec. There's no electric winch on it, but you don't really need it because it's so easy to get the boat on. You can bring it right up, and you can usually get the nose right into the trailer quite easily. There's a jack for it. The brakes on the trailer work really, really well. If you just simply touch the brakes on your truck and then let off on them, you can really feel the brakes on the trailer, or sorry, on the trailer grab on pretty quick. So I'll start the boat, and you can get an idea. I'll just turn some water on for you. And just get some water in the drive, and hopefully it starts up nice and easy for you. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this with one hand or not, but I'll try. Okay, so I just give it a little bit of throttle here. Reach over and give it too much throttle. Okay, so there you go. There's the, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but there's the engine. Starts up nice. Sounds pretty nice at idle. There, I just opened up the exhaust, so you can tell the silent choice is working nicely. I'm going to turn it off because I don't know if you can hear me. So I'll give you a quick tour of the engine bay. So you can see there's a little bit of oil that's kicking around inside the hull, or sorry, not in the hull, in the bilge. That's just from doing some work on it. You can take a really good look at the engine when you see it in person. You won't see any oil leaks or anything that's actually going into the bilge. You can see there's an oil reservoir for the drive, which I had added last year. And in fact, maybe some of that oil down there is from doing that work. There's one of the hydraulic pumps for the K-plane. The other one's on the other side. I also had, last year, you can see that big tube, that's an oil cooler tube that I had added. External, remotely mounted oil cooler, sorry, not oil cooler, oil filter. So it's really easy to change the oil. I don't want to climb inside because I have my shoes on, but I can go over to the other side. Not sure if you can see much there. Not a lot to see really. But you can see there's some dangling wires and things. Maybe you could just put some of this, like the plastic. You might want to get some of that stuff and put it around some of the wires, I'm not sure. But it's all stock Merc except for the headers themselves. Not sure where they came from, but they are what's considered apparently high performance headers and exhaust on it. I'll just quickly go over the other side. Turn off the water and take a look on the other side now. Flame arrestor. It's actually got a new carburetor last year, so I wouldn't expect you to have any issues with that. And again, there's the port side of the motor. I don't see any hoses that have any issues, like any cracked or split hoses. I don't know, this battery's not even connected because it froze last winter. I left it in the boat. I shouldn't have, so it's junk. So I guess you're looking at probably $200 for 2 new batteries. What else can I tell you? I took out the there should be an electric jack to raise and lower the engine hatch itself, and I took that out simply because I didn't trust it. Because if it breaks, it means that the engine hatch is closed, and it's very, very difficult to open it if you do that. Let me see. Underneath the seat, you can see it's got 4 subwoofers in it. The stereo in the boat, I have never even looked at it to try to get it to working, just assume that it's not working. There are obviously subs there, but I don't know anything about them, and I don't know the condition or if they work or not. You can see on the vinyl that there's a little bit of grubbiness on it. That's from the guy doing the mechanical work on the putting the new drive on last year. So I'm just hoping that some good vinyl cleaner can take that off. And then you can see the rest of the condition of the seat is actually excellent. There's no rips or tears anywhere in the vinyl. And that's the same for the front. There's the front port side seat. It's a little bit grubby on top as well. The seat itself is down right now.